Hey guys, how are we going today? So this episode is going to be about adding an RF receiver to our already installed CZone unit, which is up here in the cupboard. So with this, it pretty much allows us to have a key fob, and then from that key fob we can control the CZone unit. We can turn off lights or however we program it, pretty much. Lights, caravans, fridges, pumps, whatever you hook it up. There's 4 buttons on there, so you've got a possible 4 controls. Also with sequences, so you hit it once, it does one thing, you hit it twice, it does 2, like a different thing, and so on and so on. So this is a little unit here. I've already got it slightly ready in the cables. What we're doing today, added some Deutsch plugs and whatnot onto the cables. I'll quickly jump over here and show you the CZone unit. So we need to add the 2 cables with the Deutsch plugs onto this red one. So if we unplug this and see those 2 little white parts there, that's where we're going to be adding 2 cables into there. And we also need to pick up the negative and the positive, of course, for power and earth. I will say I haven't done this before. I've been verbally shown how to, and as well, I'm not a qualified auto electric or a subject matter expert by any means. However, nifty little mod if it isn't already a standard package in your van that you can add on to any CZone installation. So Alana's on the camera there. I'll get her to quickly run you through just what I've got out. Once again, I haven't done this before, so I've just pulled out a whole bunch of random tools. I've got cable strippers, I've got crimpers, cutters, a couple of screwdrivers, some shrink wrap and some zip ties, drill, and then some connectors over here. This is just my box of connectors that comes around with us. And yeah, so I'll get into it and Alana can follow along and maybe fast forward a couple of segments where you don't need to really watch. There's a hole which is large enough for me to actually get the device through and poke the cables through. So depending on your case or scenario, you may need to pop these off, undo all the screws and lift that panel out and put it on behind. However, if not, there's 4 screws on the CZone unit itself. And then it comes off like so. And then in my case, I've got that nice, easy, accessible hole there. I've also extended the cables now, as I need to be able to poke it through all the holes, and then I'm going to mount it in there. So I will start pretty much these 2 thicker cables that I've now extended are going to be, of course, my pos and my neg, and then these 2 with the Deutsch ends are going to go into the actual control module, and then this black one with the little rubber end is the antenna for the RF receiver. So I'll start off with you can start off however way you want really. I'm going to start off with my longer cables just because they're longer. A bit easier to maneuver in there, I hope anyway. Here we go, we got the first one in. To be honest, it probably would be easier if you took the whole panel out, but I don't know, I think this is just going to be easier for me. So we'll pull that back there. So we've got the cable hanging out now. The receiver, I'll end up putting some double-sided tape on that, and then these 2 cables with the Deutsch ends, we need to come out here where all the little red cables are, so we can then plug that in. Sweet. So we'll just get that in there for now. I'll connect it all up, and then when I grab some double-sided tape next, I will double-sided tape that onto the back of this little panel here. So from there, I will put this I'll put the CZone unit back on, and then we'll be able to connect everything up. To make sure your cables are good, none of them are getting pinched or anything like that. Try not to use a hammer drill or ratchet drill or any other drills, and if you, I recommend using drill on speed 1, just so you don't shred it or rip it. Alrighty, so from there we're just gonna chuck some connectors on to put them there. We'll pull this bad boy out here, which is a bit stiff. Screwdriver, so we're just gonna pop these little white ends out. And then pop these in, and you'll feel them click in to place. So yeah, push them down, then slide that little rubber seal back over. And push your cable back in. And then that's that part done. Next part is, I'm going to grab some tools out for this. We'll I'll switch off the mains power to the whole unit. We'll rip these off, chuck the connectors on, and then should be good to go. I'll be back in a sec.
Yep.
Alright guys, so now I've got the power switched off. I'm taking the nuts off here so I can take the positive and the negative off. I'll grab that positive off just before I take the neg, even though it's all the breakers have been tripped. And this negative off. Okay, so now just gonna work out which connectors we want, which will be that one there. And that one there. Sweet, so we've got our two ends on now. We'll push a bit of that cable up, we don't need it that long, and we'll start wiring this back up. So to remind you, I have switched all the breakers and everything off, so we've got no power, nothing coming in currently. It's always a fun way of trying to, there we go. So we're going to do it like that. And then we'll do the same for the positive. Sweet. So then after all that, all you can really see is grey pink here, positive, negative there. Other than that, you wouldn't even tell we're really in there. I'll just lift up the couch and switch the powers back on. Alright, so I don't know yet if this is all programmed, however, yes it is. So bathroom lights is turned on with the number 1. And something turned on with number 2. I'll go check outside. No. It's alright, we can speak to the guys at Enerdrive and work out.
Gonna use something cooking.
Yeah, work out what we're switching. But at the end of the day, we hear the button, hit the button, and we hear the relays clicking. So that is exactly what we wanted. However, we know number 1 is doing the bathroom lights, so we know it works. But yeah, little, easy, simple. Get in contact with the boys at Enerdrive. You'll be able to purchase one of them if it didn't actually come with your van setup. As you see there, it's probably a 10-15 minute install. A couple of connectors, a bit of shrink wrap. If you're lucky enough to have the hole in there, then it's a lot easier. If not, you just got to pull that full panel in the interface out and then wire it up. Hope you liked this. Hope it was a bit informative and it, yeah, you get something out of it. Drop in the comments if there was anything you liked or anything you disliked in how I did it, or anything you'd do better. Anyway guys, I hope you like this and like the next one. I'm pretty sure this one will come out before we do the full rundown with the boys at Enerdrive on the CZone system itself and the Lotus power plant that we've got in here. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. Have a good one.